Welcome to In My Opinion for Hatsune Miku Project Diva F. Hatsune Miku and her friends are what you call Vocaloids. What's a Vocaloid, you ask? Simply put, it's a singing voice synthesizer program in which these characters would sing and dance. They eventually became a huge hit and have done live concerts and starred in video games. Project Diva F is a Japanese rhythm game. You start with a certain amount of songs, but as you complete them, more songs open up. You should have around 38 songs by the end of it. Out of the 38 songs, I didn't run too many that I disliked. The majority of them are fun to play and hear over and over and over again. The gameplay is pretty straightforward. Just press the corresponding notes on the screen. You will also have to flick your stick for the stars. The game only uses the D-pad, the stick, and the 4 shapes, so you don't have to worry about the top buttons coming into play. There's even a little tutorial if you're still having trouble. You are graded for each note press from awful to cool, depending on the timing of your button presses. The more notes you get in a row without messing up, the higher your combos get, scoring you more points. You can choose easy, normal, hard, or extreme difficulty options. And let me tell you, things start to get a bit crazy on hard and extreme, especially in the more fast-paced songs. So if you feel normal is too easy for you, or if you want to try to earn more points, hard and extreme will give you a run for your money. You have a bar at the bottom called the grade gauge. To pass each song, you must at least fill up the first big section. The circle next to the bar is basically your health meter. If you keep missing notes, you start to see it go down and start blinking red. If it's empty, you fail the song and you have to try all over again. Thankfully, popping right back in a song isn't a pain, and doesn't really take long. You can even retry mid-song if you feel like you're about to fail and save yourself some time. There are 2 ways to greatly increase your grade gauge. One being moments in the song called technical zones, in which you are given a certain number of notes you cannot miss. Getting them all will give you a big increase to your gauge and of course more points. Now if you miss this moment, you won't fail the song, but you will miss out on the big bonus. The other way is nearing the end of each song, chance time appears, and you must hit as many of the notes as you can to fill up the star that pops up. Doing so will not only give you a big boost in the gauge, it also adds a bonus scene to the videos themselves, which is a nice little touch. At the end of each song, you will receive an overall grade, and you can check your results such as how many times you hit cool, your max combo, and so forth. You also see how much Diva points, DP for short, you earned, which is the currency for the game. If you find yourself stuck on a song, you could try spending some DP on help items. These make the songs easier, but they tend to have a catch. If you want to instead try to increase how much DP you earn after each song, you could spend some DP on challenge items. These, as the name says it, make the songs more challenging, but if you pass it, you can increase your DP reward 2 times or even 4 times. It's just up to you if you want to take up the challenge. Before you start a song, you can pick which character you want in the video. This won't change the voice, but it's a nice option if you have a favorite that doesn't star in a lot of the videos. And as you can see, gender is not a problem. You can dress them up as well with costumes and accessories you unlock and buy from the store. You can even preview how it will look before you put your money down. You can also add sound effects for button inputs and sticks. I personally didn't add any since it was kind of distracting, but it's always nice to have that option. Besides the rhythm gameplay, there are other side things you can do as well. You have your studio menu in which you can pick and dress any of the characters, make them pose, and take pictures of them. You can pick a picture you have saved on your PS3 for a background, or use one of the in-game backgrounds you have seen during the loading screens. You can then save your picture on your PS3 and make it a new wallpaper, or send it to a friend. In the studio menu, you can also see Miku perform a live concert for a crowd of people and their many glow sticks. You can mess around with the camera during the concert and turn the subtitles on and off. There is also an edit menu in which you can make your own videos. You can make the characters move, dance, and lip sync however you want. You can also insert whatever music you have on your PS3. After completing your creation, you can then upload your video through the game's network menu. You can also download other people's videos as well. I personally couldn't get my head wrapped around the editing even with the little tutorial they gave, but for those who sit down and learn how to mess with it, I think you come up with something pretty dang cool. Now we have the Diva room. Think of it like a Tamagotchi, though instead of taking care of and interacting with some sort of animal, it's a person. You can go in any of the characters' rooms and interact with them. You can watch them sleep, read a book, or even pat them on their head. You can also go to the store and buy them gifts like food or even more objects to interact with. These can trigger events like another character coming in and playing around with them. The more you interact with them, the more they level up and unlock more items to buy. You can also buy posters and stuff to decorate their rooms. I can see this mode could be a little creepy to some, but I actually found it entertaining as it's fun to see some of the events happen, and it's a nice distraction where you want to take a break from the core gameplay. There's also a record menu in which you can check how much time you put into the game, how many times you pick the character, and so forth. There's also titles you can unlock in the game if you want to go for them. You can even edit your own little profile card. While the character models themselves aren't the most detailed, they're still very good looking. There's also the fact that each character has a good amount of outfits to choose from, which are nicely designed and a treat for the eyes. The music videos are bright, colorful, creative, and entertaining, even the more simple ones. I will admit though, certain videos are so dang colorful and busy that it's sometimes hard to focus on the notes. You also have the option to see a video without any of the bars and notes and such. Just sit back and watch those chibis dance. Dance, chibis, dance. Project Diva F is a great game. The music is enjoyable, catchy, and ranges from upbeat and fast to slow and steady. The videos are entertaining and the gameplay is fun and addicting. You always want to try to do a little better each time, driving you to play just a little bit more, and before you know it, an hour passes by. As said before, if you feel the game is becoming too easy, you can always up the difficulty for some extra challenge. You also have the Diva's room, unlocking and buying outfits, accessories, and the edit menu if you want to give that a whirl. I do not speak or understand Japanese, but that did not stop my enjoyment of the game. I believe music speaks a universal language. And when something sounds pleasant to my ears, it just does, no matter what the language. I hope you enjoy my thoughts on this game, and for gamer's sake, keep gaming.